A few months back, me and Leon had the absolute pleasure of teaching a lot of the business students and marketing students at the University of Liverpool. And after the 6 weeks programme that they went through, on the final day, we left them with the top 20 tips if they wanted to get ahead in a sales career. These are incredibly bright people. They've got high-class degrees in marketing, in business, in finance. So we wanted to leave them with not maybe the academic side, but some real world experience-led sales advice. And one of the tips we gave them that seemed to really resonate, and I've shared this with salespeople since, was a very simple way to try and take the pressure off. One of the biggest killers of you hitting target and earning that commission is the amount of pressure that not your manager, not your boss, not your target, nothing puts you under more than yourself. It's that pressure we put ourselves under. And one of the main reasons for this is that a lot of salespeople, a lot of people in general, are living paycheck to paycheck. If they didn't get a paycheck at the end of the month, there is no reserve to pay the bills, to pay the rent, to do the things they want to do. In sales especially, this can be if you don't hit target, if you don't earn that commission month on month, you can't have the life that you want. This means every time you pick up the phone, shake a hand, go to a network event, go to a meeting, you put a huge amount of pressure on yourself because you have to sell. You've got to sell to survive. This is going to make you stink of salesperson. You're going to get that commission breath coming out of you. So what I advise all salespeople early in the sales career to do, and don't get me wrong, this is really challenging, but it is possible. If you can get 5 months' wages saved up in your bank, it takes a huge amount of pressure off you. Why? Because every prospect you approach, every deal you try and close, if you know if it doesn't work out, you can quite happily walk in at 9 the next morning and tell your boss to stick their job, all that pressure disappears. So sorry sales bosses, sorry sales directors out there, but you should want all your team quite confident that they could happily tell you to stick your job where the sun doesn't shine at any moment of any day, and you will actually increase your sales results. It's that slave to the wage, that living hand to mouth that adds so much pressure to salespeople. So I'm not saying this is easy, it is a challenge, but your first goal should be get 5-6 months wages in the bank. Then at any point in the day, if you just don't feel like it, you can tell your boss to stick their job. Imagine how less pressured you'd feel. Imagine how light you'd feel floating in the office this morning thinking the only reason you're there is because you want to be. Nothing else is keeping you there. You'd ask the questions you wouldn't normally ask. You'd push sales further. You'd be in a better mood. Your attitude would increase. You wouldn't cling on to these promised land companies that are never going to get back to you that deep down you know about. You'd just go for it because you'd had nothing to lose. So start now. How much can you get in the bank? Have a reserve. Don't live hand to mouth, whatever you do. Really push for that and keep that there. And knowing you can tell your boss to go stick his job is one of the greatest gifts that you can have in a sales career. So I'd love to hear your feedback on that, especially from sales bosses. Have a go. Trust me, it's enlightening. Keep hitting the phone, keep smashing your targets, keep buying those shoes. Cheers.